Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Bianca and we are doing my June TBR. So last month was May. I think I read one book. So when I do my wrap up, I'm going to do April and May together, but going to June, I want to pick my reading back up again. I want to pick up more books. Last month, I was really kind of focused on just reading like fan fiction and things like that, so that's where my focus was. So I want to put my focus back on books and picking up my Kindle and reading physical books again. So before we get into the books, we're gonna pick my affirmation card for the month. So I got these off a store on Etsy. I will have it down below. We're going to just pick a random card. I do these monthly because this deck came with 24. I guess I could do it bi-monthly, but so let's see. I usually just go for one in the middle, so I'll take this one. Kind of focus out. And I just keep these on my bookshelf. I put them here for now. And I have this came with a little card holder that I just have sitting on my shelf, and I put this in it. So this month's card says, it's upside down. I am filled with inner peace and courage. Sounds nice. So that one just goes right up there. And let's move on to the books. So at the end of May, I started a really great romance novel that has been all over Book Talk and Bookstagram and BookTube, and I've kind of been putting it off because I'm like, there's so much hype around it. It really can't be as good as everybody is saying it is. It is as good as everybody's saying it is. So this is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This book has been everywhere. It's about Naomi Witt, who gets stranded in this little town called Knockemout when her twin sister Tina ends up stealing her car and all of her money, and leaves Naomi with a little surprise. Then she gets a really rude awakening to just how famous Tina is in this town of Knockemout, which is named Knockemout because the residents tend to solve problems with their fists rather than anything else. And this is just so cozy and warm, and it's hilarious, and I'm having so much fun. So June, I want to finish it. I'm on page 174, so I do want to finish this. And when I finish this, I'm gonna pick up Things We Hide from the Light. So this is the second book in the, I guess it doesn't really have a series. Oh, Knockemout series. So this is the second book in the Knockemout series. This follows the male main character, Knox's younger brother, Nash. So we get a lot of introduction to Nash in Things We Never Got Over. So this is great to have Nash's story in the next book. And then I cannot wait for the third book, which I think is coming out in September. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called, but I'll have it somewhere on screen. That follows their childhood best friend named Lucian. So I do want to pick this one out. This follows, like I said, Nash, who is Knox's younger brother. He is the chief of police in Knockemout, and sparks fly between him and his new neighbor Lena. So very much looking forward to continuing in that world because Knockemout is such a cozy little town, and I'm loving the vibes. It's just perfect. And continuing the cozy romance vibes, this is another one that I've seen all over BookTube, and this is Flawless by Elsie Silver. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first book in the series. I have no self-control and I got all three of them, but this is the first book in this series. Oh, the Chestnut Springs series. So this is the first book in the Chestnut Springs series. This follows a professional bull rider who has trouble keeping to the straight and narrow, so his manager puts his daughter in charge of the bull rider, and his only rule is don't touch my daughter. But you know, close contact, enemies to lovers, it's automatically gonna result in a romance. So this is Small Town, Enemies to Lovers, and all I heard was cowboys, close quarters. Loved it. So definitely looking forward to this one. And it's shorter than the books in the Knockmount series, so by like 200 pages. So it should be something easy to get through. Hello, Blossom. You say hi? Okay. Okay. Please excuse the cat. The next book I wanted to pick up is another, well, it's not strictly romance. This is a fantasy, like historical, I think it's fantasy. It might not be fantasy. I think it's a historical YA. So this is The Red Palace by June Hur. I have had this on my TBR before and have not picked it up, but I have seen some like snippets of the plot that June Hur has had on her Instagram that have really made me want to pick it up. So this has moved its way back onto my TBR. I don't remember much, but I think it follows a girl who has earned the position of nurse at the palace, and then someone is killed. I believe another woman at the palace is killed, and her mentor and best friend are accused of killing her, and she sets off on like a mission to prove their innocence. So it's like a mystery historical with some romance thrown in. So really looking forward to pick this up. What are you doing? Hello. Okay, there go my glasses. Thank you. The next one is a kind of fantasy, cozy fantasy romance. Ow. Thank you. That didn't hurt. So the next, I don't even know what to classify this as. I'm going to go with romance with some magical stuff thrown in. This is First Frost by Sarah Addison Allen. This is the sequel to Garden Spell, which I read last year and loved. So have wanted to pick this up. The books are different sizes and it bothers me, but deal with it. I have started this before and I haven't gotten very far, but I did love this world and this family that the author has created. This follows the Waverly women, and this book in particular picks up after Garden Spells, so I don't want to give too much into this plot because I don't want to give anything away from Garden Spells. But Garden Spells followed Claire and Sydney Waverly. Claire Waverly was a caterer and Sydney had run away at the age of 18, and Claire hadn't seen her in years, and then suddenly Sydney shows up and she's got a daughter named Bay, and you know, there's family drama. So I definitely recommend Garden Spells if you have not read it. It is definitely a nice summer light read with magical elements. I definitely recommend. So this is on my TBR for this month. Next, I wanted some variety because I feel like I have a lot of romance on my TBR. So I decided to pick up The London Seance Society by Sarah Penner. I have heard mixed things. Some people loved it, some people hated it. But I liked the premise. And I have The Lost Apothecary also by Sarah Penner, and I've heard mixed things about that too. But this one takes place in 1873 Victorian London. Two daring women hunt for truth and justice in the perilous art of conjuring the dead. So this follows spiritualist named Vaudeline Dallaire, who is known for for her talent in conjuring the spirits of murder victims to ascertain the identities of the people who killed them, and Lena Wicks, who has come to Paris to find answers about her sister's death. But when Von is summoned to England to solve a high-profile murder, Lena comes with her to help. So I love things with supernatural elements, and I also love like Victorian London, so hopefully this is good. Well, hopefully I enjoy it. Not that it's good. I don't have any control over what people like or anything, so hopefully I enjoy it. And the final book on my TBR is another romance, but I recently got the sequel to this in my book of the month box, and I want to read that, so I have to read this first. This is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I don't remember much about what this is about, but I think it's about an older woman and a younger guy and their different lives. Like, I think she is a, like, what is it? Sophisticated city girl, and he is a ridiculously hot carpenter who's 10 years younger. So, okay. So, she's an ER doctor in the city. He is a carpenter living in a small town, and the conflict is, while they have a short-term, like, just friends with benefits type of relationship, the conflict is if she wants to make it more than what it is, she'd have to turn her back on her family, who are set on her becoming this world-renowned surgeon when she is fine being an ER doctor. So there's conflict. But this sounds really cute, so I do want to pick this up. Oh, so here are all the books I want to read this month. Like I said, I'm already like halfway through this, and I can probably pop these out in like 2 days or something. But I'm looking forward to them. All of them seem really good. This is the only one I'm a little hesitant about because, like I said, I've heard mixed things, but really looking forward to picking all of these up. Let me know what you guys are going to read this month. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and like and subscribe. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and don't forget to pick up a good book. Bye.